Go ahead.
My name is Jeff. I'm a musician.
I'm Camilla, and I'm Jeff's friend. I met Jeff on a music social networking site. When Jeff opened that door, I was like, oh my God. To me, Jeff's house looked like a war zone that bombs just got let off and boom.
I'm Alan, and Jeff is my brother. As he collected more things, he didn't have space to even walk.
I'm Deborah. I'm Jeff's oldest friend and best friend.
I tried to wait for you.
You don't never wait for me.
I was in shoe repair business for approximately 23 years. I was making probably about $100,000 a year. I closed down the shop so fast that I didn't have a chance to give the people the shoes back because they gave me 7 days to vacate the building. So believe it or not, I still got some of the shoes from when I had the shop. I was making arrangements to move to Nashville. I went to Nashville, I was there overnight. The next day they called me and told me my house was on fire.
I still get kind of emotional when I talk about that home because it concerns me that Jeff would want to live like that with stuff, junk, hazardous materials in his home.
If the city were to find out, I think that would be very devastating to him, and never know, it might drive him over the edge.
If you don't straighten up or you don't get something cleaned out, Jeff, I'm going to call the city.
I'm Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding. All right, so Jeff.
Yes.
I just stepped into your house, and I'm already overwhelmed with something.
Could it be too much stuff?
Too much stuff is one thing, but there's a very powerful odor of gasoline in here. It's hard to imagine why Jeff would have cans of gasoline in his house when he had another house that burned down.
My name's Corey Chalmers. I'm an extreme cleaner specializing in biohazard and hoarding.
They look like junk to me.
It is junk. Gasoline, gasoline.
It'll blow up on you in here.
Gasoline. You know, this really has to stop. You know, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? How can you live like this, Jeff? I mean, seriously.
Come on now, get this stuff out of here.
Deborah's tired of this, and even though she tries to nail him down and confront him, it doesn't go anywhere because he's heard it for 30 years.
What you sweeping for?
No, you don't need to sweep. Bring this out of here.
I was getting this right here in the bag right here.
No, give us something. Give us something like.
Now, come on, let's get some of this stuff.
The big stuff. The big stuff.
Get some of this big stuff up here.
The big stuff.
Get
The big
them ladders
stuff.
up
It's
there.
trash. It's hoard.
Not trash.
I think we need to send them to school to understand the difference between trash and what's good. They just see everything as trash. That's
Trash.
This is
That's
Keith.
trash.
This is Keith.
Yeah.
Who's costume jewelry?
That's Cynthia's jewelry box.
See what I'm
I
saying?
don't even know whether I can find her again now, so I don't even know what to do
You've
with
been
that.
saying
But I
that.
You
guess-
don't know what to do with it.
This woman ain't coming back. She don't care. Throw this garbage away.
I'll let you handle that
I
box.
said he want to hold on some
Yeah.
been up in here with this other woman all these years. And if they're any type of woman that he calls that he has, then they should be here for him. I don't need to be here. I'm sick of this. Come on now, let's move this stuff out of here. It ain't nothing to be saved. Come on now,
right
come
here.
on, Jeff. Come on, get in gear.
What's going on?
He said he doesn't want them to really go through the other rooms.
So he's gonna clear out one room and then be done with it?
The deeper we get back into the house, the rougher it's gonna get.
He's letting go of a lot of stuff. The problem is his family is really pressuring him, and it's starting to take a toll on him.
You've probably never seen anything like this before. He uses a lot of defenses, a lot of excuses, and that's in part why this problem has happened, because he does not want to deal with feelings.
Oh, Oh boy, I've never seen nothing like that.
This stays.
Okay.
This mirror stays, this stays. My building material, this stays. Anything I choose for us that's gonna be building material has got to go with the other house.
The house that you can't even hang drywall in because there's already so much stuff.
So I'm just gonna move it out the way. It's not going into the house. I promise you that.
Then where is it gonna go?
It's going.
We're not keeping stuff that doesn't have a plan just
Well,
to keep it.
The other house only had one bathroom, and I'm planning on putting 2 in. I've got the toilet,
You
I've
don't
got
even
the
have a
sink.
bathroom here. Why are you even worried about the other house?
If you're digging a foundation, you can soften the dirt with this.
But you're not digging a foundation. You have vans to fix. You've got a kitchen that doesn't even operate. You've got ceiling damage. You're not going to be planting a garden. We are here to help you save your life, and you're talking about planting seeds.
But it is possible. In other words, I saw.
Anything's possible. We have some resources here. Do you want to make some decisions, or do we walk away?
Give them the go ahead.
All right, so you guys ready to go in?
We're ready.
We're
Okay,
ready.
we'll follow
As
you,
best
Jeff.
we can. We ready. Either way. Oh my goodness, no. Oh my goodness. No, you
Oh my
see,
God, this is so
This
beautiful,
is beautiful.
Jeff.
I got
The smile on Jeff's face was priceless, and hopefully this is a start for him. Jeff, it is so beautiful.
It's like a dream.
It's beautiful.
I could see the floors, I could see the walls, I could see it in the position of being livable for a change. And it's been so long since I've seen it that way.
It's nothing like your own home.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeff.
Now this is a studio. This is not.
This is a studio.
This is a
I
studio.
love it.
This is what's
I'm hoping for Jeff that it will mean a new beginning, that he would be able to start from here and forget the past and move forward and just let this be the beginning of his new life.
My mixer board is gonna go right here. My monitor speaker is gonna go to this side. We can say at this point in time, I have control of my life. It can't get nothing but better.
So we're already talking about renovating the room. I gotta keep bringing you back.
Okay.
Focus on the projects you need
To
to
take
do
care of first.
now.
I really have my doubts about Jeff moving forward. You know, he's still making bad decisions. We took 3 dump trucks to his new storage facility, and he still has another house that's completely full.
Jeff has great intentions, but I don't believe in my heart that he's going to be able to execute a plan to keep his house in order. Therefore, he's going to have to reach out and ask friends for help. He's going to have to ask them to hold him accountable. He's going to need aftercare therapy and an organizer to help him to continue to go through his stuff. He's got a long way to go.
1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. It's up to you, okay? And I love you.
I'm Ron, and I own AAA PhotoFast. We're the largest used camera dealer south of New York City. Probably the #1 item I sell is a prostate T. The reason we have supplements is the person brings cameras in that are not working correctly. We repair the cameras. If the people aren't working correctly, we got supplements to make them work correctly.
My name is Lisa, and Ron is my friend. When you first walk in, you're not sure what the shop is about. There's just so much to look at.
I have cameras from 1906. I have medium formats to large formats. I have Graflex. I have Leicas. I have 6x7s. I have video cameras.
You walk around in bewilderment and just say, wow.
I'm Linda, Ron's sister. The last time I had seen his shop, it was quite disorganized. Boxes on top of boxes, camera pieces, vitamins, and then he had some pets.
He likes kind of creepy animals too. It's kind of weird. There was a pungent odor. Personally, I have a high gag reflex, so I was just like, you know.
My name is Renee. I've known Ron for a long time. He tells everybody that I'm his son because when my father passed away, he stood up and he says, I will be your father from now on. Unfortunately, I have not been in the store for many years.
Renee hasn't been in the store in a long time. He probably is going to think it's a mess. You know, he's a real fusspot.
My name's Trish. I'm Ron's wife. In our home, I was constantly moving stuff and organizing it for him. And then I realized, hey, we don't have any room here. There's something wrong. We have too much stuff. When I started to suggest to him that we needed to start getting rid of some stuff to make some more space, he had kind of a strong reaction. He would make me feel bad, and I felt bad when he made me feel bad about it. It eventually put a strain on our relationship. I just told him I've had enough of this. I didn't know what to do. And then my mother called me, and she was really sick, and she needed me to come up and stay with her. And I decided to stay in Tennessee with them. When I left, I asked Ron if he would come with me, and he asked me how he could possibly leave all of this stuff behind, and I said, if you love me, you can come and stay with me.
I was extremely upset, very, very upset. She was my dream girl, and hoping she'll be back.
I think Ron chose his stuff over me. If he's still choosing his stuff over me, then we're not going to be able to have a relationship.
Not seeing Trish in the store is killing me because their love is so big, but it's so hard.
You know, you scratch your head and you wonder, how is this guy doing business?
I would hate to think that he would lose the business because he can't get it cleaned up, but I'm afraid that that's what's going to happen.
If he cannot clean up this store, the state or the county will do something about it. And they will close it. They will close it.
I want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Standalyn Robertson, a certified professional organizer. Renee's not with us now, but you have lots of support here. Are you excited about doing this, or any concerns?
You know, I tried to help him at one point. It was difficult. It was really hard.
Ron, we have a finite amount of time, so I need your laser focus to make decisions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, well, let's get this started.
Let's do it.
Flash. Put this with a maybe pile. You said you got a maybe pile? Put that with a maybe pile.
We have a maybe pile?
Don't we? Do we?
We don't have a maybe pile.
All right, then keep.
Okay. All a maybe pile is a decision you're
Right.
not making.
It's something I don't want to make right now because I want to keep going, and that's why I'd rather just maybe think about it later.
You've been doing that for years. This whole place is filled with maybes. So I'm asking you to do the hard decisions. You like making them when they're easy, but you're not making them when they're hard. If Ron continues to touch every single little thing, we will not get this job done.
How did this wind up out here?
I think that Ron is definitely overwhelmed. I'm surprised he hasn't had a heart attack. Ah.
We're going to look at some of this stuff and try and invent a number.
Oftentimes, when you're working with a client, they will think that they have something that's really, really valuable.
That's unique because I got the flash.
Yeah. Well, I would start out at $25, $50.
Wow.
Ron, tell me what that lick was for.
Because I thought it was worth $1,000.
Heartbreaking when you see what's happened to the prices on some of these.
That one I thought was worth more.
We were able to remove about 30% of merchandise that he doesn't need or will not use. 3 solid trucks of things that will be donated or recycled.
Hey, Ron.
Oh my God.
You all right?
It never looked this good even when I moved in. You can see my counters.
Place for customers to sit.
Yes.
What about the kids?
The dragon, yeah, for the kids.
When I first got here, I felt like I was coming into a flea market where there were vitamin sales, there were pets, it was a museum. Now it's well organized.
I can walk around with my eyes closed. I think business will be better because I think a lot of the people will actually be talking about how nice the store looks.
There's more work to be done,
Right.
but you're going in the right direction.
And I just know so much that this is going to help him, and it makes me so happy.
I think Lisa is a great friend to Ronald.
I'm so happy for you.
It's all clear, so I can actually function like a normal person again.
My name is Jim. I'm 66 years old, and I'm a beekeeper. I don't see myself as piling up stuff here, there, and everywhere, but the evidence is all around me, isn't it?
Is that good? I'm Heather, and I'm 38. Jim is my dad. It can't feel good to live like that. And to get up in the morning and have just crap everywhere, and debris and dirt and yuck, it's gotta affect him in some ways. It can't be a healthy environment. She's not gonna walk with you.
Sure she is. I suppose the thing that focuses this is my granddaughter, Portia.
He loves her. His eyes just light up. I mean, I hardly get a hug. He's so into her.
I really want her to be able to be over here at my house with me. She's getting to the age where she's going to become active. And, you know, it just is totally unsuitable for her as it is.
You couldn't childproof the house at this point. The mouse droppings are pretty unsanitary. The fact that it hasn't been cleaned is pretty unsanitary. I love my dad, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable with her being there. I don't feel comfortable being there. I wonder if I can call Adult Protective Services and express my concerns and have them go over it, because maybe my dad would need to hear it from them that it's an unfit place to live the way it is. I'm sure he could tell a story about every single thing in there, or have a reason for why he's keeping it. I think that's part of the problem. Everyone justifies why they have stuff.
I have a little shoehorn. I got it from my father's dresser drawer. It's a trivial little item, but it has a lot of connections for me.
When my dad moved into this house, it was because a relationship had ended really ugly, and he had lost his job, he'd been laid off, and when he started looking for jobs, he took kind of piecemeal jobs here and there and wasn't making much money.
I have at times been unable to pay bills when they needed to be paid. And I've had a justified fear of not having money. And I responded to that by hanging on to what I have. I just sort of feel like I'm vulnerable. If I just tight walk through this convoluted space, and if the piles in the office don't fall over and kill me, maybe everything will be all right. One of the ironies of my life is I can escape. I get in my truck and off I go, and I close the door and this house kind of disappears.
If he doesn't do this and take care of it now, I definitely would call Adult Protective Services. It's not just the way the house looks and the lack of convenience or comfort. It's a question of health and safety.
All right, good morning, everybody. Everybody ready to get started?
You bet.
Okay, great.
Thank you, all of you. I can't tell you how glad I am it's not just us.
Does it feel overwhelming?
It's scary. I'm scared.
What are you most scared of?
My dad's pretty sentimental, and I'm sure that we're going to see that side of him today. And we might all be crying by the end of the day, but I'm really grateful there's a group of us.
Good.
And I really am proud of you for doing this, Dad.
Thank you. At some point, I've had to say to myself, Jim, this is part of the deal. You've got to be willing to do this in order to have your granddaughter come over.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. You girls get started. Go ahead in the back and get started.
Do it.
Look at how fast you did that. I love it. Go, Jim, go.
Pick. I haven't seen Heather work, so I'm not sure if she's going to agitate her father
Just let me see the spines here. What do we got?
or if it's going to be a good combination to have them together working.
There's no doubt that these are good books, but
Well, don't tell
don't
me.
need them all.
Don't humor me.
Are you willing to let go of the encyclopedias in order to keep those?
I pulled the
And you give a history lesson, I
World
already know about
Atlas out of the encyclopedia bookcase just last week and referred to it.
You can find it online. You can find
Don't
everything online.
talk to me about online, please.
You're going to have a baby.
Would
pulling
you
all the
feel
books off.
terrible if something happened, if the books were to come tumbling down?
I sure would.
Okay.
This is just the scratch of the surface of books. There's 3 or 4 boxes of books out there, and there's 3 or 4 boxes back in the bedroom.
Okay.
And they're pretty nice books, just like this, and I'm gonna be reluctant to throw them away.
Okay.
But-
And your
but-
body
but-
language is telling me
but-
you're closing down on me.
You are making huge progress. I don't want to take away from your progress, but at this rate, Jim, your daughter will be calling Adult Protective Services because we're not making as much progress as we should.
All right, what do we need to do?
He is so worried about forgetting things. He hangs on to things because he doesn't want to forget about them.
Part of my life is in memories of things.
And
Things are memory triggers for me, and it's a very powerful thing. And,
So
and
if we were to let things go, do you think you could still remember them without the things?
my memory is terrible.
You have bricks wrapped in newspaper, stacked in a garage for years.
Yeah.
So did the bricks hold memories of the school itself, the cool airplane shape, or did the bricks hold memories of you harvesting these bricks with your friends, or maybe both?
And of going to school.
What's significant about that moment to me is, first of all, how clear and detailed his memories of the school were.
And it had a square portion, 2 stories, that would be the wings.
Okay.
And it had a connecting hallway and an oval-shaped gymnasium that would be the tail.
Not only the memories of how the school was built and the shape it was in, but the minutia of his memory is incredible. How many years ago was that?
At least 50 years, going on 60.
Okay, and you're a guy that keeps telling me over and over you're worried about your memory.
But I am.
60-year-old memory.
Yeah, well, okay.
Right?
And
you have a great memory. You're remembering details that are amazing. I'm worried about tomorrow. I'm worried that we have one day left and we have a mountain of paper, probably more paper than anybody can get through in 6 months of time.
my mother worked for $5,000 a year in 1958 as a bookkeeper for the lumberyard. Okay, so that wasn't coming close to supporting us.
No.
My Uncle Wayne, who really kind of took over the business and ran the business, although my mother worked there. Let us have money to live on.
Good.
To continue the kind of life that we had when my father was alive. And I would go up there and flip through the ledger sheets and find the one for my mother. And the balance was building up. 10, 12, 15, 20. And at the end, at the end of the year, he would always find a way to declare a dividend to clear that account. And
Jim's just a very sentimental person, and these things take him right back to when his father was alive and memories about his mother.
there's just not enough memories.
Do you think you hang on to stuff maybe for that reason? Because there aren't enough memories?
I don't know. Maybe. And we're still putting trash in the plastic bag?
Yes.
Okay, let's put those in the keeper pile. Oh my God, this is wonderful, Geraldine.
Well, good. What did you find?
Oh, look, it's money.
No, it isn't. How long has it been in there?
Just since last fall. We found money. $480 in cash and an uncashed check. Okay, now this is interesting because why do I have that set aside? Would that be a check for $500?
Another $500. Woohoo! Not bad for a day's work.
My new big red truck needs some rear end work. The found money will just help pad the blow.
Yes. First time in Grandpa's house this is happening.
It is.
She looks pretty happy about it.
For sure. She's doing such a great job of standing.
She's got a good clean surface to stand on, to grab.
So tell me what your final verdict is. Adult Protective Services being called for his own health and safety?
I think we're good. A lot of work has gone into this, and I think overall it's clean, it's neat, it's good for a visit. Maybe not quite ready for overnights, but we're on a good path. I think we're closer there than I would ever expect.
He needs to continue working with a therapist and really figure out what's causing this behavior and then just move on in his life and enjoy his granddaughter and all his friends and family.
I hope that my girls can see that a large part of my motivation here has been a desire to live as full a life with them as I can.